friends, alumni, faculty, staff, Archbishop Hannes, Chairman Talkie, regents, Regent Emeriti, faculty emeriti, Secretary LaHood. It's my pleasure to welcome you to Loras' commencement ceremony. A little disclaimer. Father Haugen and I did not compare notes before delivering our respective homilies and talk, so I begin. Become the best version of yourself. Make a commitment to active learning. Engage in reflective thinking. Ensure ethical decision-making, and always contribute responsibly. Does this all sound familiar? These are the expectations that we as faculty and staff have put forth in order to fulfill the college's mission and to meet our obligations as a Catholic liberal arts college. Within these all too familiar phrases, we have encouraged you to greater spiritual renewal and held you accountable for meeting the academic dispositions set forth in our curriculum. We have set high expectations for you during this time here at Loras. In sum, we have asked you to be more. From all accounts and by virtually every measure, you have succeeded, to cite but a few examples over the past 4 years. Your commitment to academic success helped Loras achieve its highest ever ranking in U.S. News and World Report in this, your final year, number 11 out of 319 Midwestern colleges. Your selfless devotion to others was again recognized as Loras was named to the Higher Commission on Service, President's Honor Roll. This year, however, you were noted with distinction, a claim that only a few more than 100 colleges could boast. Your efforts in the classroom and toward undergraduate research were stellar, as represented by 2 DES National Writing Awards, the National Championship won by the Loras Sports Management Team, and 100% of our engineering graduates who successfully passed the incredibly difficult FE exam, even when the national average is approximately 50%. Your ability to compete in co-curricular programs demonstrated Loras' long-standing commitment to learning that takes place outside the classroom. 4 Sweet 16s and 2 Final Fours for the men's soccer team, 2 top 10 mock trial finishes, 3 straight years of receiving top state and regional honors for best student newspaper, television station, and news website, honorable mention status for our student chemistry organization, and being one of 6 United States college choirs invited to perform at the Pre-Olympic Festival in Beijing, China. Your willingness to come together as community for the greater community was best defined by your signature dance marathon success this year. So dedicated were you to assisting children with significant medical needs that you raised over $100,000 and allowed Loras to walk away with the #1 small college designation and top designation per capita of any other college in the United States. And finally, if you find none of this compelling, always remember that it was Pope Benedict himself, in a rare gesture of special mention, who recognized our students and Loras College in St. Peter's Square this past January. In just a few minutes, you'll receive a college degree, an earned credential that less than 25% of all individuals in this country have received. A college degree is one of the very few commodities that actually increase in value over time. The Loras degree, I would argue, is worth more and becomes more over time. In part, this is because we have expected more of you, and in part, it's because you have accomplished more and become more than what we set forth. This was a college, soon to be your alma mater, which gave you a faith-based education, and in so doing, set standards beyond the classroom. As a class, you came together in prayer to mourn the loss of Audrey Fitzgerald, who was with you from above, instead of sitting among you in the seats. And you all contend with individual loss, like Marty Makaitis mourning the death of his cousin, Jack Callahan, who would have attended Loras and been a member of the class of 2013. The faith community of Loras has always been and always will be here for you. The true measure of this highly desired Loras degree will ultimately be valued and measured as to how you live your life. Leo Biscaglia said, "Our talents are the gift that God gives to us. What we make of our talents is our gift back to God." Therefore, what is important going forward relates to how you will use this degree to live your life so as to give honor to God. Many of you do not know yet what you will do, and others of you think you know what you'll do, but will find those plans change. As Dr. Omarzu comforted you the other night, either scenario is okay for now. Some of you have made plans to volunteer and serve. David Linsmeyer to Haiti, Natty Rolling to Miami, Alex McGrew to Colorado, Michelle Galaud to the Twin Cities, Kate Earlywine and Michaela Pease to Chicago, and there are many more. Some of you will leave to immediately pursue your passion. Megan Hartzell heads to Paris in order to enhance her sophisticated articulation of the French language and to find further inspiration for creative writing. Mark Leroy will head back to McHenry County to begin his quest to run and own a restaurant. Hannah Spina will move away from the Loras stage to perform A Midsummer Night's Dream in Cedar Rapids. Nick Rizzo will coach and teach at Wahlert. Megan Wallace heads to Des Moines to work for Wells Fargo. Brody Budmeyer begins a sales position for Michelli Drapery in Illinois. And Emily McCullough heads to graduate school in Davenport. Steve Anderson will pursue a doctorate in mathematics, and Kelsey McElroy an advanced degree in public policy, both at University of Kansas. And according to the Lorien survey responses you all submitted, Matt Romkey is most likely to return to this place to serve as president of the college. Matt, I'll have the keys to the office, a boatload of emails, fundraising calls next week, and a lifetime stack of paperwork ready for you immediately following the ceremony. Regardless of what you do and where you go, know that you always have a home at Loras. And though you may have found the ringing of the college bell as a corny requirement when you began, the faculty, staff, and I took great pleasure this week when you all independently and without requirement rang the bell. In so doing, you started a new tradition as the first class to ring in and ring out your formal experience at Loras. Let the bell always remind you of the physical home you had with and will always have at Loras. Just the same, as you rolled your eyes at the beginning of this talk, and over the last few years upon hearing active learning, reflective thinking, ethical decision-making, responsible contributing, and becoming the best version of yourself, always remember that these were the standards we set in order for you to receive the Loras College degree. You decided independently to exceed these standards and expectations. You will now have a degree that authenticates that you were indeed more. Let this degree always remind you of the intellectual and spiritual capacity and obligation you have to be more. Congratulations, class of 2010. Know that we're proud of you, love you, and wish you God's richest blessings. Thank you.